If you're suffering from migraine, then you probably want to hear this, because migraine is actually, well, it's not exactly what people make it out to be. It's not just a simple headache. There's actually a whole neural component to dealing with this, which I've spoken about many times before. And you can go right through our social media pages and find all the videos on this type of stuff. But I want to speak to you specifically about natural things you can do to deal with it, and especially one thing in particular, a substance known as grapeseed extract. I want to tell you why grapeseed extract is really, really important if you are suffering with migraine. Before we get to that though, I just want to talk about a little thing first, and that is how migraines occur. So it's really important to understand this, that migraine is an irritation or a hyper excitability that occurs within the brain. And when this occurs, it affects what we call your trigeminal-vascular pathway, which is a real big component of your trigeminal nerve. And there's a release of this substance called CGRP that seems to trigger off migraine. And this CGRP is a really, really big problem. And it doesn't just affect that, it can also lead to things such as pain sensitization all over the body as well. So I want to talk to you about this because I've got a whole guide that I've put together to all the substances that I'm aware of that we've used over the last 15 years to help people recover from their migraines. But I want to talk to you about one thing and some research recently on it, and that's grapeseed extract. So let's have a look. This article from 2022, grapeseed extract suppresses CGRP secretion and upregulates expression of GABA. These are the calming aspects of the brain. Keep it simple for you. Here we go. Grapeseed extract significantly inhibit basal CGRP secretion. In other words, it reduces the things that we know that cause migraine. Here we go, another one. Inhibition of nociception, which is a fancy word for pain. Inhibition of pain in a preclinical episodic migraine model by dietary supplementation of grapeseed extract. Okay, let's look down the bottom here, all the way down to the conclusion. These results demonstrate that grapeseed extract supplementation inhibits trigeminal pain signaling in an injury-free model of migraine-like pain via activation of the cannabinoid receptors and repression of CGRP expression centrally. In other words, again, more evidence that it's reducing CGRP. Hence, we propose that grapeseed extract may be beneficial as a complementary migraine therapeutic. Okay, so we've got more and more of this research coming through. Here's another one, even further back. Dietary grapeseed polyphenols repress neuron and glia activation in trigeminal ganglion and trigeminal nucleus. So your glia are kind of like your immune cells that float around these. And these things are the real hard things that are hard to treat when you're dealing with people with chronic pain and dealing with these kind of chronic face pains and migraine type things, the central sensitization issues that just don't settle down very well, and we don't really have many things that we can use to do this. But here we are talking about grapeseed extract. Results from our study provide evidence that grapeseed extract may be beneficial as a natural therapeutic option for TMJ disorders by suppressing development of peripheral and central sensitization. In other words, it stops the nervous system becoming sensitized to pain. And this is the big problem. As we become sensitized from this chronic pain, we start this chronic pattern of repetition. And we see this commonly with people that are getting migraines over and over, people with chronic TMJ pain, face pain, and these type of things. So this is just one of the many nutrients we have used over the years to help people recover from migraine. I've got an entire guide with more than 20 of these things, including how they work, what they do, all this type of stuff. If you are interested in it and you want to know more about that type of stuff, I'm more than happy to share that with you. It is a document that I've kept somewhat to myself. So if you do want to know about it, just please type in migraine in the comments below, and I'll see that my team gets that information out to you. If you do have any questions and you want to know how to use all those substances or anything like that, just feel free to message me. I'm always happy to help out in any way, shape I can. So grapeseed extract, amazing product. If you don't know about it, you now do. Pretty amazing. Anyway, I'm Trevor from Spinewise, and we'll see you in the next bit. Bye for now.